Hello Virgo, I'm Ulrich, I'm a Lenormand card reader, and now we will do the Lenormand card reading for the month of August 2021 for the sign of Virgo. On the table here you see 9 cards. This is the 9 cards we will do the reading with, and you can also see 4 objects here on the table, meaning we will do 4 card readings for the astrologic sign of Virgo for this month. So all these 4 videos for the sign of Virgo you can find on my channel for the month of August 2021. Now, from these 4 objects, you choose or you pick one that you think relates most to your personality, or you choose one you feel most comfortable with. This object of your choice will probably relate the best to your current situation or to your card laying. Of course, you can watch all 4 videos on my channel related to the Virgo sign, and after you watch all 4 videos, you can then decide what symbol or what object is fitting your personal card reading the best. The matches relate to the fire group, the stone relate to the earth group, the aerosol sprayer represents the air group, and the shell represents the water group. So Virgo, here we go with your card reading for August 2021. Hello Virgo, and welcome to the aerosol or the air group for this month's August 2021, your Lenormand card reading. As the first card here, we see the book. The book is about secrets, it's about knowledge, it's about things we keep hidden. And the last card here of the month is the stars. The stars is an all over positive card. It's yes, wishes are fulfilled, wishes are granted. So that's the beginning and this is the end. So now we will see here how this all works out. So the first card, as I said, is the book. The book and the moon is, if you do a certain study, it's probably the study is very connected to your mind. So it fits you, the study actually fits you perfect. It could be an education in psychology, or a study related to female fields. No matter if you're a man or a woman, because the woman here is a person card. So because we do a general reading, we will treat the woman here as a neutral card. So it means she has both genders. So you need to make a little bit, you need to be a little bit creative here in your mind. So it could be that here that you do female studies here. It's possible also that this study is a night school study, like evening study. That is possible also. If you're in other creative field, it's possible that you study art, even magic is possible. Something that is secretive, but after actually you want to use it in public, because the sun, she wants to shine, the sun wants to shine, but for now it can be all a little bit in the dark and mysterious. So this could be the case. It also could mean that you check out the psychic abilities you have yourself for seeing how far you can go in that. The studies are in depth. Also, you instinctively know it fits you. You feel that it fits you, and you know that is the field for you. You can shine in that field because the sun shines a light, what is been hidden for you. Sometimes also maybe the study is quite depth. You will take some breaks because the sun also sometimes need a break. As a person, it's possible that you also don't reveal everything about yourself, that you keep secrets. Also that if you're involved, that you read a lot, this is also possible. On yourself, this combination also points to emotional intelligence. Here, the sun and the moon, they are like day and night. This is actually a very good combination for whatever it is, because it means success. Success on the work floor, if you have a work and you still need to study, or you need to do an additional study, or you have need of knowledge, this is a very good combination. This is a combination of recognition if you're in your work. It can even mean a recognition that you are recognized at your work, even that you're maybe famous in your workplace, because the moon represents the workplace, the mind, things that going on our mind. The moon softens up everything. So even if the study is quite severe, it will soften up the emotional stress of the study, because the moon softens up everything. You will feel very good at the study. You will feel secure in this study. It's also possible that you study a lot in the evening or in the night, and that you sleep during the day with this study. That is possible also. So we go in the second line, we have the clovers and the birds and the woman there, or the person card, as we said. The clovers is an all-over lucky card. So this is one of the luckiest card of the deck. So this is positive, you are protected. So this means actually, if we communicate our protection, our communication is protected. So if we speak, if we would say, I just give an example, some harsh word, they would be perceived in a positive way, because also the moon is here and it softens up the situation a little bit. It's both, but this is a protection. This is a protection. This could also represent a woman or a person or a man that is a little bit stressed. Maybe there's some stress involved, because the birds can, as you know, birds jump around. So it could be that there is a little bit of stress involved here. But overall, if you move a lot, if you jump around a lot, there will be some luck involved. You're protected, even if they're gossip about your person, that you're proceeding well, and others would not disapprove, but they will, because the moon is positive. But let's say it's not the case. Everybody will talk in a positive way for you. Even if they gossip, it will work out well. So this is a very positive reading. There's a lot of opportunities. Also, there will come lucky coincidence in your way. A certain pops up and it's in your advantage. You didn't ask for it and suddenly it's there and you can take the chance. So at that point also, of course, you need to take that opportunity. Don't let it pass by if it's in your advantage. If it's about study, a study opportunity, something you need to learn, something that is offered to you, because the moon is invitations. If you're invited for something, go in on it, because it will have a positive effect. And you will have a positive result of this if you do go in onto this invitation, because it is what you are looking for, because it's in your mind, it's like-minded. If you are relaxing with people, also there could be some humor involved. So you could get involved in funny situations here. Situation that really make you relax and make fun. Or maybe you have a date with a person, and this person that you date is quite funny. This person is quite funny. He makes you laugh. That is possible also. You yourself also could be, as a person, maybe you feel the need for gossiping. But you don't need to. But if you do, even then it's protected. But if you're gossiping, it's protected. But you can feel like a need for a lot of talking maybe about your emotions, about the things that you achieve. It's possible that you gossip, or you gossip about others. This is possible here with this combination. It's also possible that you do some activities at home, because the birds represent sometimes the nest. So it's possible that you do some activities in the place where you live, the place where you go. In some cases also the birds, because they live together as a couple in general, because you see two birds here on the nest, there's some activities. It's possible also for sexual activities, especially because the sun and the moon are here, and the sun is an energetic card. It's warmth, it's life. it represents life that comes, and the moon also is hormone. So you get my drift. So it's possible with this combination here, there are sexual activities involved. If it's replying on you, it could also mean that you have exciting times, that you are very positive, and that there are very exciting times for you to come. Maybe sometimes also it can be, if people talk to you, you're a little bit quick-witted. That's possible, that you're a little bit quick-witted. That is possible. Quick to react, like knee-jerk reaction with that is possible also. If they disturb you too much and you go into it, you explain it, they will appreciate, and they will respect your privacy, because the clovers will protect you. Like, for instance, if your environment is noisy and you need to study, let's say you need to study, and you go to those persons and you complain about that you need to study, they will understand and they will turn down the volume. So there is no problem here also with this combination. Then we come in the third line. We see the snake here, we see the dog, and the stars. Here the snake is a smart card. This is actually one of the smartest cards, but it's also a tricky card. It's a tricky card. The snake waits in the grass till it's the right moment to strike. So if you have some friends, it's possible they turn away from you. For some reason, your friends turn away from you. Because the snake has maybe there's some situation going on. The dog is the friends. If you have colleagues, also on colleagues it works, immediate peers, brothers and sisters, it could mean that for some reason sometimes they turn away from you. But because of the stars is here, it might be not so severe, because the stars is an all over positive card together with the sun here. So there will, maybe it's only a glitch. It's only like a glitch. But also you need to be careful. You need to make sure that all friends, relatives, people close to you in your house are honest to you. But you will know, because the snake is smart. So you will know how it works. This can also represent a frenemy, like a person who presents he's your friend, but he's not. I'm just telling you this is a possibility here. I'm not saying it's gonna appear, but with the snake we need to be a little bit careful here. It could be a person that is close to you, because the dog is close to us. It's like a pet. So the person is close to us. If you have a dog, you need to be careful that the dog is really what he seems, because the dog could be a little bit tricky here. That is then literally for an animal. It's also possible here with this combination that you want to be friends with somebody for a long time, and you focus on this friendship for some reason. You want to be friends with somebody, with a woman or a man. It doesn't matter your gender, but it's like you have a focus on that friendship. That is possible here also. In some cases also, the dog is submissive and the snake is smart. So it's possible that if you have a friend, that one of both follows. So one is the leader and one follows. So it's possible that you are submissive to your friend, or he is submissive to you. This is what this combinations also means. The dog, because the dog follows the snake. It's like sometimes also it points to friends who have a hidden agenda, But as I said, it will all work out because the stars are here, so it will all not be severe. I just tell you the possibilities that are there, because this is on the positive side, this is a friend you can trust. But I tell you, with the snake there, just be careful. Maybe it's somebody you trust, because there's a deep connection here, but sometimes we have passages in our life, things that pass, that come, and these situations change. So this could be the thing here. If you follow somebody out of religious reasons or out of spiritual reasons, you need to be careful with the snake, because I told you the dog follows the snake. You need to be careful that this spiritual leader or this guru or whatever, or this responsible for this, even a preacher, that this person is really to be trusted, because sometimes the snake is not to be trusted. It has a hidden agenda. So just be careful there what you do there. This could also mean that you ask permission to a friend, you ask permission to a teacher for something. Maybe you learn something that has to do with the spiritual, and you need to ask permission for those lessons, for this spirituality. There's permission needed, because the dog asks permission. This could also be the case. This could literally be like you ask permission from the stars. Maybe you ask permission in a prayer or something. That is possible here also. And also this means like you find your own nurture in helping others. That is possible also. So if you are in the aiding sector, or somebody you helped, or you have a business, a busy business, a busy work, it gives you satisfaction to help others. You find meaning in that. You find a perspective. If you do so, there will be a great focus, because the snake focuses on what she wants. There will be a great focus on this spirituality, on this road that you follow, or on this work that you have. So now we have the book, the clovers, and the snake. The book and the clovers is that the study that you are doing is actually fitting you. We saw that here also, but also it's like it's fun for you. You enjoy it. Even if you do an additional study and you work already, it will be fun for you. Mostly if we keep secrets for others, normally we will be able to keep them, because the clovers, as I said earlier, protect the secrets. That is possible here also. Sometimes also it means that we come in a certain situation and we need to take an educated guess. But if you take the guess, the snake is here, it will be substantial. So you will, before you take this educated guess, if you're confronted with that kind of situation, you actually will have already thought about it. But it's possible that you need to take an educated guess. The book is protecting you. Also, it's possible, if you take an exam, that you are sneaky. That because the snake is smart. Maybe you're sneaky on an exam, or maybe you use your witness for passing an exam. I'm not saying cheating, maybe, but at least there is some smartness here. There's some smartness. Maybe you handle the exam. Let's just say it's a verbal, because the birds are verbal. Let's just say it's a verbal exam. You will use your witness to pass the teacher. You will use your witness. Maybe in a way you change the topic and you bring it in your way, because the snake is smart. The snake is smart. So I just give an example here for what a possibility is, because the snake handles the things in a smart way. Also, some opportunities would be offered here to you regarding the study. Maybe some additional opportunities here come to you. If you have a secret enemy and they try to get you, also the situation will be positive for you, because the clovers are here. Also, one thing, you know what you want in this study, you are focused, you know exactly what you want here. If they try to manipulate you also, it will not work. It will not work. Because you have a lot of concentration here. Then we go to the second line here. We see the moon, the birds, and the dog. The moon is creativity. So if you have a creative job, or you study something, or you do have a creative work on or your work, you talk a lot about your work. There's a lot of communication about your work. If not is related to your work, you will talk a lot about to your friends about your emotions. That is possible also. But we saw the snake here. Just be careful if you don't 100% trust your friends, what you reveal to them emotionally. You need to be smart, and you need to know your borders. So just be careful if you reveal your feelings to certain friends or certain persons, that it's not harmful for you in another way. This could also mean that you are, if you do something in the media or with a work or with a study, it's good for you. It's successful. If you make a call for a job, it's also a lucky for a job. The communication is well perceived, and it leads to stability because the dog is stable. So it's possible if you work you search for a work, it's positive because the moon is work. If you have a work, it's possible that you have a lot of communication in that job, or if you have a job and you study, it's possible also. Also, there will be a big influence on the study that you do. It will have an influence, it will have an impact on you in the way you become stable. It will affect you as in a certain way. I would almost say, if this is a social study or something connected to the female, like psychology is more related to the field. If you do a study like that, it really will fit you. We already saw that. And because the dog sometimes follows, but it's like you're a helper with knowledge. You know, it's not that you're following in that way. It's you follow because you have the knowledge. You follow because you have the knowledge. That is possible also. Then the birds can be a little bit noise in the night, but the dog is here. Maybe you experience some noise around your house. That is possible here also. Also, that it's possible that you relax from stress at home. This is possible also. Then we go to the birds and the dog here. It's possible, I mentioned already the friends here or your colleagues, that your colleagues, your friends, or maybe your brother, they are kind of stressed for now, because the birds bring stress, and maybe your brother or your people that you know, they communicate to you, and you actually feel that they are very stressed, they are very nervous. So you could have that here also. And you talk about this stress. In some cases, if you are connected to in a love relationship, because the snake is here and the birds is also two, and the snake is a triangle relationship. If you're in a relationship, just make sure that this relationship is monogam, that is, there is one person, because the birds is two and the snake is a triangle. So just I want to mention this here also, because this is coming up here also. If you're in some kind of emotional relationship, just make sure that this, if you want an exclusive relationship, that is your goal for an exclusive relationship, just be sure this is the case. If you are not in an exclusive relationship, maybe you are aware that there is something going on there. There is possible here a second partner, a second lover involved in this. Because the snake can turn away. I already told you the snake can be tricky, can be smart, can hide things. So this is also, of course, if it's like for a one-night stand, maybe the person that is possible also, it's a one-night stand, and this person is involved in a relationship that is possible here also. As I said, you are aware of it then. So this is possible that you are confronted in that kind of situation, and after it comes out that this person is involved, or you already know that this person is involved in another relationship. It can also mean that a friend that is close to you, that there is intimacy. And this is the card of sex. So maybe there becomes more than intimacy here. Maybe that's why you're focused on the friend. Maybe you want more than intimacy. This is possible here also. This also points to texting with an influence with a friend or a close friend. But these messages have a purpose. You already get me. Maybe it's messages like that. Maybe the messages are what you want to get with these messages. You want to get intimate. It's also possible it's reversed, and you receive the messages with an intimate purpose. That is possible here also. There is also, this is also possible that you eat with friends together, that you have good time, because the moon is filling the stomach. It's related to the stomach also. It's possible also that you eat with friends, that you have dinner with friends, that you are invited with a group of friends, a group of close friends, because the dog is close. That is possible also. That is possible also. But it's possible here also, I want to mention this, in this combination also, sometimes it means that probably you have a good nose for restaurants. Virgo is known to be very selective. They have sometimes a very good sense. They are very practical people. And sometimes when they see the outside of the restaurant, they know already intuitively how the food is going to be inside. Because this is like a sixth sense for a good place to eat. And maybe your friends, they know you have this sixth sense. So they ask you, where are we going? Is it here? And they rely on you for that. That is possible here also. Then we have the third line. We have the sun, the woman, and the stars. This means man or woman, because we take this as a neutral card, that the sun is literally above you. It's possible that you want a day off. It's probably possible that you take a day off, even if you're studying, that you get some suntan. And also the nights will be happy. If you enjoy some time off, it's the day and the night that we saw that here already, that will be fun. So if you're studying and you take a day off, it will be fun. If you're already working, maybe it's a very nice vacation. The nights are nice also, the evenings are nice. So it's like a very nice vacation here that is going on, or a day off. It could be several days off. But anyway, the things that are happening there are nice. If you are no longer in a relationship, it's possible also that you get closer to a person that you like, because the sun warms us up. So it's possible that we warm up towards a certain person. We already saw the sexual aspect there. It's possible that if you come in contact with a person, that they are very forward about certain situations. And I don't mean this in a negative way. They just tell you, okay, we do like this and that. They are like some people, or maybe you yourself are very forward. You say, this is how I want to go. Like you're decisive, because the sun decides. So it's possible that you say, we just do like this and that. And you decide day and night. So it's like you make the decision what is going to happen. That is possible here also. It's possible also that you are popular amongst your friends, that they like you, that they rely on you. The sun also can mean that you prove something to a person. You give actual proof to them, to a man or a woman. You prove them something. This is a person that don't hide. This is a person that presents himself. They don't hide themselves. They go out. I don't know if it's you or it's the other party, but this is, if this is you, you don't hide away. You are forward. You come forward. Also, you keep a certain appearance. Sometimes Virgo is quite a lot of etiquette. So this could mean that you have certain etiquette to proceed like that. There's a certain etiquette around. Then we have the book, The Birds and the Stars. This is again that you get a lot of knowledge, private knowledge. You don't need to be stressed about your study because this is gonna go very positive. Don't have stress because the birds bring stress, but you don't need to. It's possible also that you study. A lot of people do so, but it's here. I just mentioned it, that you study a lot at night because the stars are the night. Sometimes also it's possible here, I didn't mention that before, that the study is related to literature. Maybe this could also mean like you write fairy tales, like that. You write stories, and the sun can sometimes represent children. So it's possible that you write stories in your spare time for children. That is possible. And the moon is creative imagination. So it's possible with this combination also you do so. Stars. Also a lot of facts coming to you. Neutral facts, because the birds is facts. A lot of facts come to you. But for Virgo, it's not really a problem because Virgo likes a lot of facts. So it's not a problem, but a lot of facts are coming to you. Details are coming to you. It's possible also, if you don't have a job yet, this is an interview. So it's possible also you get an interview. You get an interview for a job. This is possible also. And maybe this interview gives you some stress, but actually it's going to work out very well. Maybe the interview is in the evening or late at night, not in the night, but in the evening. It's possible that this interview is scheduled for the evening. Maybe this job that you want to take, it has to do with somebody who is in his field quite popular. In an extreme way, it would be working for a celebrity, but it will not apply on everybody. But it's possible, like for instance, that you work for a politician, that you work for somebody who is more famous in his community on a smaller map. That is, it's possible that you work for somebody who is famous in his local or in his area. You talk to people here that are literally in the stars. They are in higher positions. That is possible here also. Also, it could mean that maybe if you write a lot, that you are very active in that writing. It's like your mind is overflowing. It's overflowing and you need to write everything down. Like you are very active. You really need to get it out, what is in your head. If you have like creative professions, it needs to come out. This is what this means also. Then we have the sun, the birds and the snake. This is again doing something with spirituality. I told you this before. The thoughts are positive. Happy thoughts, we already had this combination. Want to talk about the birds here. The gossip we already had, but it's positive. If you are lobbying for something, this is possible also. Lobbying for a job, we saw that here also. This comes back here also. Maybe what is also possible here, that you want too many things at once. So just see that you don't make your own mind crazy. That's why the sun is probably here. So just take a day off. Don't make your own mind crazy. Sometimes take a day off. If there's a lot going on, just take a day off. Take a day off with a friend or with somebody you like to be with if your mind is very occupied. You will know if you think about it for a while, which decision you need to make, which side you need to go, which choice you need to make. So Virgo, for the air or the aerosol group, this is all for now. Thank you for watching. See you next time. If you enjoyed my card reading, please subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.